In the previous video, I gave a general overview on ways to make money when living off-grid. In this video, I'll talk about my personal choices and all the details of how I'm growing my own off-grid business, which is still a work in progress. My name is Joe. I bought 5 acres of raw land in the high deserts of Arizona, and I'm building an off-grid homestead. Welcome to my channel, Off-Grid Solitude. Please like and subscribe if you can, because it really helps out the channel. My first idea to support myself out here was to get a job. There are 2 towns nearby. Each one's about 30 miles away, but in opposite directions. So there were some job openings and opportunities for me. I just needed a little extra money. I wasn't looking for a career or anything. I want to focus on my homestead. So part-time would be good for me. And hopefully nothing too strenuous. I didn't want to come home with a sore back every day if I had to work on building my homestead or taking care of my animals. So retail or fast food or anything entry level like that would be fine with me. I ended up finding a couple different jobs. None of them really worked out. You know, when they hired me, they said it was part-time. I said, great. And then they would tell me what the position was and what the job would be. For example, dishwasher. Well, that was great for me. I took the job. But after only a couple weeks, that part-time job became full-time, 35, 37 hours. They just didn't want to pay for health care, but they wanted a full-time worker. And instead of washing dishes, they had me unloading trucks. Heavy boxes full of frozen meats and things like that. That definitely wasn't what I signed up for. And what really gets me is they weren't even a little sorry that they lied to me. So after a few tries, I realized the job wasn't going to work out, so it looks like I'll have to be self-employed. So I looked around my homestead and tried to think of what I'm already doing that I could make some money at. First thing I thought of was my rabbits, but I'm not allowed to sell meat unless I have a government inspected plant or something. I could sell live animals or just the fur. But like I mentioned in my other video, I looked at how many I would need to sell a year to replace the minimum wage job I had. And there's just no way I could do all that by myself. I'm not that good at butchering and skinning animals, so to do that many just wasn't going to work out. I may sell some here and there just for some extra money, but it'll never be my main source of income. So I thought about selling some tie-dye t-shirts, and I would use, earth tones and camouflage colors instead of, the bright rainbow colors. I wonder if that would sell. Or maybe some with a solar power theme or other off-grid themes. I started to look around and sourcing materials, the blank t-shirts and the dyes and things like that. And I'm just trying to figure out if I can reasonably make as many as I need to. How much work does it take and what's the time frame to make a shirt like that? I'm not sure yet, still kind of looking into it. But it was starting to look like I'll be selling something online. And social media is the modern way to advertise and market yourself. But it takes a long time to build up a following. So I got started as soon as I could. And I picked a domain name and started building a website. They make it as easy as possible. It's all plug and play and all templates ready to go. But they can't help with the creative side, and they can't tell you what to write on your website. So I'm struggling with that a little bit. So if the t-shirts don't work out, what else can I sell? Well, Arizona allows certain food items to be sold from a home-based business, but it's mainly dried goods and fudge for some reason, but I'm not much of a fudge guy, so the dried goods seems like a good idea. I did develop a nice spice mix for rabbit meat, and it's really good on chicken and turkey and pork and even beef. So I found a wholesaler for the spices, but I'm just kind of stuck on packaging. Do spices get sold in these little spice containers, or just a little wide mouth jar? You can use a spoon to get out the spices. But these little jars are pretty expensive and you get killed on shipping. So I'm wondering, will people buy spices bulk in pouches? So just trying to finalize that. I also drink a lot of herbal teas, and I've made quite a few tasty blends. I've had high blood pressure forever, and I take half a dozen meds for it, but they don't work very well. So I also started to drink herbal teas to help with that. I developed one tasty blend with a hibiscus base, and it's got lots of herbs in it that help with blood pressure, but it's very tasty and you don't need to have high blood pressure to enjoy it. And I found a wholesaler for the ingredients and a supplier for the packages and everything. And I have a small batch that's ready to go. I'm starting small just in case some of these things don't sell. I have another blend that helps with mental clarity. It's got some green tea in it, so it's lightly caffeinated, and the main flavor is mint. And I drink a glass whenever I'm working on these videos or designing my website. It really helps stay focused. In order to sell legally, I need a business license, and a sales tax license. And in Arizona, that's pretty easy to get. Can it all be done online? Just fill out the forms, pay the fees. But the government's always a pain in the butt. There was one form I forgot to fill out, so I got a $25 fine. Oh well, it's a learning process. My YouTube channel is still very small, so I probably need another way to advertise. I tried Google Ads many years ago, and I designed an ad and set a budget for $100, and Google ran through it in the first 30 minutes, and I didn't get any calls. So that kind of soured me on the whole thing. I guess you should set a budget for like $3 a day or something like that. I probably did it wrong. Some people say online advertising works well, especially Facebook or Instagram. Other people say the internet's full of bots and it's a waste of money. I guess I'll have to find out for myself. I'll let you know how it works out. But I realized all of this is a lot of work, a lot more work than I thought it would be. Just coming up with the ideas and setting everything up and getting everything ready is a lot of work. And I don't even have any sales yet. It's going to be even more work when I'm packaging and shipping things every day. So if you want to do something similar, give yourself plenty of time and have patience, because it's a pretty frustrating process. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.